Hello and welcome to the Irish Hunting Podcast, the no bullshit podcast for the outdoor enthusiasts. If you're into hunting, fishing, fine wines and even finer foods, you've come to the right place. So pull up a chair. Hello and welcome back to the Irish Hunting Podcast. On this episode number 47, it's time. We're merely hours away from the opening of the deer and duck season and the excitement is building. We'll also be bringing you a roundup of news and events from around the country. And this week's Let's Talk Gear segment is the turn of GPO Optics. Hope you all enjoy. Anthony Grogan.
Bernie Maguire.
How are you getting on, lad?
Or Bernie Maguire, as you're saying.
Bernie, what is it? Bernie? Yeah, it was Bernie. Mother of jeez, man, like the worst.
Sorry, that is my accent, man.
Yeah.
I'm not great into linguistics.
Bernie, fuck
Bernie,
man, suits me.
Suits you on. Bernie Maguire.
Big Bernie, holy jeez. What's the story, lad? Haven't seen you in years. What's been
Honest
happening?
to God, man, yeah. Well, we've seen a bit of each other now the last couple of nights.
Oh, we have, but I haven't had you in studio here in a long time.
Honest to God. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since we last confession.
Since you told a heap of lies.
Absolutely. Look, flat to the mat, man.
Yeah.
You know the story you need to well yourself.
Yeah.
This fine shed going up here behind us.
It's getting there, man. It's getting there. Thanks be to Jesus.
Yeah, no, it's looking well, man. Looking
I
well.
think the pyramids were built quicker, but you're looking.
No, Chris, man. If you looked at it on a timeline, you've come a long way in a very fucking short space of time.
Yeah, Drew. Yeah,
This
yeah.
time 2 years ago, there was no house here. We're talking about a shed, a fucking 40-foot shed being built slow. I wouldn't be complaining.
Yeah, look, I suppose, yeah. All things considered, you have to be grateful, I suppose. Yeah,
Absolutely,
she's getting there.
absolutely.
She's getting there. Come here, we're on the monkey shoulder. Massive shout out to Sean McShone from Rural Pursuits magazine sent us up this bottle of monkey shoulder. Man, it's good stuff. There's eating and drinking in that, isn't there?
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, and the best of luck for the upcoming season.
Absolutely, lads.
Good luck and good healthy as well. That's good stuff.
You know that now?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a peaty taste off that. But just when I had the first sip of that there before we came on air, we mentioned it a couple of times, I think, you know, the frosty night and the fucking smell of the turf fire burning. And
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? Isn't that just... And it's nearly whiskey time again.
It's resonating that exactly, man. I'll tell you one thing, that stuff, you wouldn't need much of a fire when you're drinking that stuff. That'll heat you, lad, the minute she goes in.
Cockles your heart, boy.
That's
Goes straight to your toes, isn't it? Yeah.
I doubt so it does, yeah. Sean, gentlemen, thank you very, very much for that. Appreciate it.
Where is that brewed? Yeah, thank you very much. Sean is right.
I don't know where it's brewed, man, to be perfectly honest. Distilled, matured and bottled in Scotland. Oh my God, by the William Grant and Sons. BJ, she's the whole way from Scotland.
Yeah.
Good things come out of Scotland, man.
Absolutely.
Without
we might get over there one of the days.
Hopefully, without a doubt. We'll add it to the list of things. What's been going on? Were you out in the gun club at all?
Gun club, yeah. I was up there during the week. Had a look at the pheasants. Pheasants are flying, man.
Flying.
Absolutely. I'll just turn off this old buzzer there. Sorry for people hearing in the background. It's flying up there. Pheasants are look. They're absolutely such an array of different breeds. So they're really coming. We have a small bit left to do in the second run, so we're going to start transferring them. So we have two. We have a really small pen, our large pen that we did last year, and then we have the big pen this year. Mm-hmm. So we've split them between two, and then we're going to split them again. I think the lads were out fox shooting last Sunday, got 6.
Be the Lord. With doing a drive or
yeah.
Be the Jenny. That's good going.
And I think one of the other lads was out during the night, a couple of nights ago, and got one with 2-2.
Good stuff. Be Jenny, right.
Just he was up checking around the pens. He always brings the old 2-2 with him, and here was a fox snaking up. I'll tell you what we have now is we have a little bit of trouble with mink. So we caught one during the week last week. And we think there's another one lurking about there. So, there's never too far away from a stream. The mallard are all released. We released 50 mallard. Thanks to Kieran. And Yeah, so look at the numbers of everything should be up. Foxes were well. I don't think we're getting on top of them because the numbers are just. I was telling you the numbers around me are just fucking
Bananas.
bananas. Man.
Yeah.
I think 15 on the previous Monday, and then I took one during the week. Seen about 15. Then I took one and took another one this week. I think I sent it to you, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was this week. I was quite happy to go home. I was just absolutely bollocks,
Yeah.
But I think I've seen 6 or 7 again. Do you know?
Some going, man. My God, that's some going, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, almighty, yeah.
So look, and like that, I was calling with the squeaker, the
Dog down.
And by Jesus, man, were they horsing in?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Some job.
Look, some of them have no interest in no call. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I tried mouth, the whistle, the hand call, not a fucking thing, but just give a little squeak, and one of them just came horsing in.
Yeah.
And I actually I could not get my rig set up. I had to try and get the sticks up, get the gun on, power on the fucking the night vision, and then I just had a quick look through the thermal, and he was coming in from 100 yards into 60, 70, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck. And I had to remember, this is a little fucking thing that's caught me on that same night, is to turn off the handheld thermal, because you know when you let it hang in the lanyard?
Yeah.
Little gleam of light just picks up your nose, I think.
Yes, yeah. That does, man. Yeah, I've turned me light setting right down to 1.
Yeah.
Right, and even that there's still a little bit, but it's an awful lot better. But you're right. I'm exactly what you're saying. You're like, where the fuck's that light coming from?
Yeah, it's
your
like
face
fucking,
is lit up. Yeah, honest to God, yeah. It's like a beam from, exactly.
So I was there like, trying to get, because you have to hold it for a couple of seconds, to knock it off.
Yes.
And then I was there, in case he was up onto the night vision, and there he was just staring straight at me, and stone dead.
Sayonara.
The 90 grain Horndy's just, unbelievable.
Oh, you've 90 grand for that, have you?
Yeah.
Oh,
The varmint.
be the Lord.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Have you with zero then? Have you, what way? You have a separate profile for them, have you?
Yeah. So I have a profile set for on my Digex for the 90
grand. Yeah.
And then when I switch onto the Vortex, then obviously having ballistics for the
but that's some job, isn't it? That's fucking brilliant, man. Holy shit. I was out we got our boards last Saturday, so it was a massive fucking day at the club.
Huge day,
man. Yeah, all probably 200 or so of them. They're all, look at their grand. I wasn't out there now this week. We had lads out, one lad every night checking them. Everton's grand. Don't think we've lost any, touch wood. They're all in good nick. We will now split them up, put them in pens, cleaned, drinkers, feeders, the whole job lot, and put them all in and set up electric fence and all. So that was kind of the whole day Saturday. But they're in anyway. And good stuff. Yeah, a few traps and stuff set for a few bits and pieces. But I was out then. When was I out? What are we today? Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday night.
Tuesday night,
I was out.
Got off the mark.
Yeah, well, I should say I was out a few nights. I was out even a couple of nights last week and didn't get a fucking shot at
fuck all,
No, saw a couple. Myself and Yanis went out. What was that? Last Friday night after the podcast. Yeah, so we done the podcast Thursday. Last Friday night, myself and Yanis went out, and we were out till fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. I think I even put up a video.
Yeah.
And we saw 5, shot 1, but we couldn't find the one that was shot.
Yes,
you know, now the next morning, Yanis was down. You could see blood and the whole lot, but it must have been just right on the edge of a den or something. Just went in.
Down.
So that was a 9 because I couldn't find him. So if you like, you could have all the telltale. Now the slap it hit him was unbelievable.
But when you know, you know.
Yeah, you still do. But I still be reluctantly calling it until he's there. Do you know that sort of way?
Yeah.
But so I didn't officially call it. So that was the whole night. Friday night. I was out Monday night. Was I out Monday night? Yeah, I was out Monday night. Yeah, I was out Monday night.
And that's what I sent you the Chris Kyle thing. So your first confirmed kill, isn't that
confirmed kill, exactly, man. That's weird, actually. When you talk about
isn't that mad?
That is a bit weird, man. Yeah, great minds think alike. But I was out Monday night then and saw nothing. I didn't see anything at all. Then Tuesday night, Ross was down. We went over to Rathmalane to pick up his 243. And then we're coming back, and I just said to him, I need to get out. I need to get a fox. I need to get this rifle. I knew it was 0, but I just need it to work. I just need everything to come together now before. I'd just be so much happier knowing. It's a stupid thing, but I'd just be happier.
Absolutely, I'd be the same myself.
Fox on the ground, everything works. I'm happy. I can, pull it together. And then when you're moving on to the larger animal. So yeah, went down, walked down. Probably picked the worst night you could pick. Remember, they were even on the radio about this blue moon, this giant blue moon.
Yeah.
And us pair of big eagles, man. We were walking across the field, the wind blowing like 90 mile an hour on our back, heading down into the field, sticking out like fucking a pair of dog's balls, man. Everything could see us in the place. And walked down, seen two. By the time I'd even got the rifle up on the sticks, they were gone. Walked off down. And then I had the thermal and I was looking and I could see something, but I just wasn't 100% sure what it was. I thought it was like a younger fox rooting around. And I must have been there for 20 minutes, man, giving a little squeak and stuff. And eventually I realised it was a badger. And even with the scope and everything, whatever way he was blending in, I could not make out 100% what it was. Yeah. So it was a badger. And then we headed off, waited down another corner of the field, called for a while. Nothing. I was coming back up now. I was kind of really getting disappointed because I knew this was my last chance. Because I wouldn't have got another chance during the week, like. And so I was under pressure, and we're walking up, and of course, fucking McQuaid, man. What, you know, smoke. Don't ever bring smokers out with you.
Fucking cigarette lit.
Not even the lit. Just walking along, saying, "Oh," you know, and you're just there going, "For fuck's sake, will you shut your mouth?" But walking back up to where we had the van, and there's kind of two fields, kind of it's all on a hill, kind of heading away from you. But you've like you have a hill hedge. Then there was a load of bales, you know, where the farmers had put the silage bales in the back of the hedge, fenced off. And then just in front of that, we're walking back up, and I said, "This is my last shot." Now the field was lit up, man. I could literally see him. I could see him. I could see the outline of him without looking at any thermal. So I was like, and I was like, right, tuck back in, back on the thermal, make sure it was sure as eggs, fuck, sitting there looking. But we had the wind right because we were heading back this stage. There was a big overhanging fucking what was it, sycamore tree, so it was giving us shade. So the sun, the moon wasn't lighting us up. Yeah. Pulled in, perched in on the sticks, had him there. He had already kind of spooked a bit, so he was facing, say, 3 o'clock, and then he had turned and he was facing 9 o'clock. And he just sat for 1 second, man, and just that was it. Bang, pull the trigger. Game and over. I was just like, yeah, he dropped. Like, the slap is unbelievable. Like, that was at 140 grand. Yeah. And I says, walked up, and I says, and then I couldn't find him, and I says, oh man, if this is another one now, it's going to be worse than that, you know.
Yeah, because then you're fucking doubly down
yourself. So he's like, if he's gone, so yeah, walk. Next thing, another great thing about the thermal, man. Did you ever use it for that? When you can't find him, bang on the thermal, and it's glowing fucking white. There he is, over, got him. Yeah, that was it. Clean shot, man, into the chest. That was it. Lights out. So I was happy. Got one less fox around the place, and you're
off the mark, officially off
the mark, officially, man. Yeah, so it was all was good.
Funny, just the thing with the thermal. Well, two things. There was one when I obviously that when I shot the Monday night, I think. It was actually on the very bottom field, you know, at the bottom of my lane, just straight in front of you before you turn right. Yeah, and it was just out there. I was actually tucked in behind a tree because, like that, the moon was right behind me. Yeah, so I was kind of like peeking out from around the corner and called it, you know what I mean? Yes. So that the moon would light me up, and then I stepped out kind of last minute and put up the sticks. And but like that, I was in zero doubt that I hit him because I heard it, like it was only 70 yards. I knew well, just without even, before the smoke cleared in scope. But there's kind of, that's a little rushy field, you know, there's kind of like divots and stuff like that. Yes. Put up the thermal, couldn't see him, you know. But I was 100% confident that he was. I said, I know, because I know the field, and there's a big kind of a dip there, and so I said, no, fuck it. And I just looked out at the other field, and there's a fox I've been after, man, and I'm not exaggerating. You can see 3 fields away around the corner, right? And he's there, man. And I don't know what anyone else's experience is. The IR, I think we've talked about before. Wouldn't have been I put on the IR, he's gone. Yeah. I mean, he's gone. Yeah. So I said, I'm going to get this fucker tonight, you know? Yeah. Because the moon was like that. I was looking through the night vision without any IR, and I could see, you know, clearly. So I made my way down, and here was what was in the middle of the road, man? The farmer, he closed over the gate across the lane, and he had a cow grazing the fucking lane. Shit. So here I was. I could see the cut in the thermal, right? I didn't want to flood on the light, right? Yeah. I'm here trying to creep up along the hedge. Next thing he put up his fucking nose, you know what I mean? Yes. And next thing he started to move a few yards, and I said, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
and I'd try to stalk in the fox, and I'd look over at the fox, and the fox would look up every time the cow moved. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
What's spooking him like?
So now this took me, I'd say, an hour, lad.
Yeah.
I just left the other fox in the field because I'll pick him up later.
Yeah.
And I went right down to the end of that lane, and there's 2 gates at the end of the lane, and I just put out because he never heard the squeaker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just try this, and this little fucking next thing the nose went up, and he started moseying and not fucking horsing in.
Yeah.
This is a wily old fucker, you know.
Yeah.
And I was right underneath the tree, and there was 1 gate here and 1 gate maybe 10 yards. I said, if this fucker comes in along here and he's cute enough to do it, I won't be able to, my going over the 2 gates, the other gate will be fouling me. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
So, and sure as fucking eggs, man, he came to the left of me, up along the fucking fence where I could not get a sight of him until kind of maybe 50 yards.
Yeah.
And out he stepped. I was up with no IR, and I had the fucking thermal on because I wanted to follow him, because with the night vision, all you're seeing is black and grey, you know what I mean? But so I was following with the night vision, and like that, I said, I have about 10 seconds here to get this shot on. Dropped the thermal, put up the gun, and I was going to take him. There was nothing else in the field. Go and take him with no IR, and with that, the fucking glare off that cunt for thing, man. Do you know what I mean? Because I had about like maybe 7-8 meters before he came into the line with the 2 gates. And when I say he took off like Shergar, man.
Are you serious?
By the time I took the thermal back up, man, he was gone out of the field.
Oh, Jesus, man. That's annoying, isn't it? Little things. Oh, drive you mad.
Fucker.
No, it'll drive you mad. Do you know what I do use? I've do you know that jacket I have? It's the Ridgeline, what's it called? The Ridgeline pintail.
Yeah.
And it has that front pouch, like the kangaroo pouch in front of it.
Yeah,
that's what I always do. I have it on an anjar around my neck.
Yeah.
And and I just drop it in, and then when you want it, hand in, straight back out. Yeah.
I just need to get into the habit of just tucking it under the breast pocket. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Or else, because I've been walking down the road, rather than turn it on and off, I just keep my finger on over the lens of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But it's another thing you have to try and think of. Like,
when you're scoping, like, do you know when you're because like that. Our land, because they're like paddocks, you're the same.
Yeah.
You'd be turning on and off the fucking thing every 10 minutes or every 30 seconds, because you come around and you might see the one end of the field.
Another angle of it,
you know what I mean?
yeah. So you're constantly turning it fucking on and off, But what if you got like an actual binocular harness?
Yeah.
And just bang it in there. On, just throw it in there or leave it on then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I leave mine on, and I have mine's the infrared. I turn it, I have it down to 1. Now there is still a little bit, but not nearly as bad. Like, and I think it's better to have it turned down because like you're blinded. You're looking through it. Like, good tip: always use the eye that you don't use in your scope. Yeah.
You get watery eye and you're fucking shooting.
Yeah, you take down it. You're fucking seeing stars is that bright. But look at good crack, good night out.
I'm going to say to the boys in Pulsar, right? This is like if they're listening, right?
Yeah.
The fucking pouch they give you, man, on the lanyard. I don't know what the infrared is the same. I don't know, but it's just like a lanyard, and as you're walking,
flapping. Yeah, fuck that, man. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It needs to come with a.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like a chest harness.
If you are going to like it's a really good pouch, padded, and it's great for the bag.
Yeah.
But it's just horrendous for fucking for carrying.
Yeah, 100%.
Either that or get 2 little straps on the bottom of it that it goes around your back.
Yeah.
And stops, 100%. And then you can pop it back in.
Yeah, I don't. But the infrared comes with a pouch, and you could put it on your belt if you wanted it, but it wouldn't really be practical, in fairness. And then there's a hand strap in it. And there's a few you can put a different strap. But again, man, I just save all the boxing. If you want a jacket like that, just boom, straight in, because it's still healthy. So it won't be banging or not, and it's darkens out, and then you can put your hand in. And the beauty, and I'm not plugging Ridgeline here, the best thing about that jacket is 2 little magnetic clasps on it. So there's no Velcro, no buttons, no nothing. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a serious job. Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah, handy fucking job. Handy job.
We'll have to invest.
They're not that dear.
Yeah.
I don't think.
No, I will. I'll as the season goes on, we'll get one. Now,
if
where's the ruler, man? I warned you.
Well, no. If Dom in Highland Outdoors is listening, which I know he is, he may help you out there.
I have an out sealing jacket now. You know what I mean? If you want to see me in a Ridgeline,
yeah.
But yeah, look, the yeah, it's just another thing that you don't want to be thinking of. You know what I mean?
Foster net, yeah, 100%, yeah. And just on the IRs, now I know you're using a sniper hog, and I'm not saying that, but I actually think some IRs, the light reflection is worse than others. I remember when we were down that night, I can't remember what one they were using, remember on that Pulsar them one night, and it was really like, you could, it was, remember we stood back.
Yeah, you could flash it around.
You could flash it. Now mine that I have,
Yeah.
and it's only a cheapy one, I've done it, and I got Ross to actually wave it, and now
see fuck all.
Fuck all. Very, very little.
Yeah.
Very, very fucking little.
Now mine is on the tube, right? So again, I need to play around with it. You can, on the sniper hog, you can like wind it in.
Yeah.
So in other words, it gives you a big fucking, or you can, in other words, you
spotlight
can
or a wide beam.
The wide beam.
Yeah.
And like that, I have the 850 turbo pill in it.
Yeah.
I have the lower powered one as well, which I could try, but it is beautiful. Like the field of view on that one is
savage.
Like, it's just fucking savage.
Yeah, yeah.
But again, when you're running the thermal, you probably don't need the field of view.
Not really.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
because
you just need to spot.
Just need to spot, and then
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So look it.
Hard
but
to
look
know.
it. I'll need it when we go over.
Yes.
To Hungary. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You
she'll
will
come into her own there.
She'll come into her own there, right? Oh no, you won't. You can't use any of that in Hungary.
Lights at night time.
Lights you can, but sorry, lights you can.
Sniper hog, yeah.
Sniper hog lights you can. Sorry, I thought you meant
No, night vision. Yeah.
No, 100%. No, we wouldn't be into that sort of thing at all. We kick off a bit of news.
Kick it off,
right? First thing we want to talk about is we were down here. I'll come back a couple of months ago. Fine spot, lovely place, and you could kill two birds with one stone. That's the Ardare Springs Angling Centre. It's a date for the calendar, Saturday 21st of October. It'll hold their end of season 1 day sale and the official launch of the Irish Spring Angling Fair 2024, which is going to be the 4th and 5th of May 2024. So go down there, grab yourself a bargain. That's all right. That's a savage idea there. Like they're using the head there. End of season, sell off stuff. Lads will get a bit of a bargain.
Yeah.
They'll, you know what I mean, free themselves up for some new stuff. So
absolutely,
we're giving you plenty of notice, which is not something we always do.
No, not just sometimes we need to give you back notice. Exactly. Was anyone at it?
Let us know.
Yeah. So and Ned and the lads will look after you down there.
Yes.
Yeah. Look, this is again, Bunclody community shoot. Again. Clay targets in Hillview CPC. There's trade stand and special offers on the day, and that's the kind of difference here. There's 30 sporting over 4 stands with shoot offs on each stand plus extreme target. I don't know what the extreme target is there.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's this Saturday, 2nd of September for 1 p.m. So if lads are bollocks tired after the Friday, you can go on there and have an old mug of tea, have a browse around and throw a few clays about.
Yep.
The trade stand featuring brands such as Webley & Scott, shotguns, Ridgeline clothing, infrared, I wonder who this is, GPO optics and much more.
Much more.
Where you're flat out there advertising.
I'm not that, I don't know. I didn't need only yourself to be so.
We can only surmise that Highland Outdoors have a stand down there of some description.
And I do not know whether to do or not. I have no clue, but yeah.
But so and this is the real good thing about this. All proceeds going to the Bunclody Community Park.
Yeah.
So again, everyone welcome. There's an air cut on the page there. Support it.
Get down there. Nice little part of the world, Bunclody. I seem to be down there a lot lately for some weird reason, but it's a nice area. Now,
just shared thing today. A good friend of the podcast, and it'd be remiss of us not just to mention it, just really quickly, is the Bowled own Dog Gun and Rod. And he's a hilarious fucker. He sends us loads of messages that keeps us well entertained. But we shared it on the page there. They're doing a bit of a raffle for the game club there. They're $5 tickets and I think €50 for 12. Some lovely prizes there. Get on there if you chance to win a few bob and support a good cause and all that kind of stuff. So
absolutely good. Right. Well done, man. Yeah, well done. Right.
News over, man. Let's get on. Fill a whole cup again there, will you?
Horse it into you, lad. It's the main event. I can't believe it. It's here. It's here, man. It's come around. We are well officially, even though no one's allowed, but we are about 3 hours away.
Yeah.
From.
Do you know we weren't even going this time last year, man?
The podcast?
Yeah.
No, we weren't. No, I know. We weren't.
Isn't that mad? Like?
Yeah, honest to fuck, man. When you think about it, we hadn't even started this yet.
No.
Yeah, we were already into the year. So when did we start? We're
October,
episode, about October. Yeah, we're episode 50, so we'll have to do something special for that.
Yeah,
we'll do something.
that'll be
That'll
about, oh yeah, so that'll be about the year anniversary, roughly.
there on,
Well,
roughly, yeah, roughly.
week or two before.
Yeah,
Maybe,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, honest to jazz, man.
Hold on, I get my toes out there. 51. Yeah.
Yeah. So, honest to God, man, we're a couple of hours away. I could not wait for this day to come all year. Like, I was even saying it, like, summer holidays aside, like, we went to Spain and all, and weekends away and everything. Like, even during those, in the back of my head was this moment in time, man.
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Untethered and Wanderwise, where adventure has no age limit. We're your co-host, Heidi Brandis and Nikki Mahundro, and we're here to inspire and celebrate women over 45 who are embracing their independence and want to explore the world on their own terms.
Yeah, look, man, and funny enough, I always look forward to it. I always look forward to it. It's kind of like, that the excitement and the butterflies, the fear, or not the fear, but the unknown and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because none of us know,
No.
really.
Yeah.
And especially where I'm hunting and you're hunting.
Yeah.
We just don't know. It's a kind of lottery, you could come across all those tomorrow and not see a fucking sight of stag until October, maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's that. But I think, look, the podcast accentuates it a little bit because
Definitely.
we're living and breathing it nearly, we're talking about it every day,
We're getting messages in from all over the country, and lads, same story, like, cannot wait for this, like, and asking questions, and it's just a hype of activity.
The messages, like, we've been banging messages for, some of them stick out, like, lads, like, from Canada during the week.
Yeah.
And hello to our listeners over there, but getting invited over to Canada and fucking Irish lads over there that moved over there and using us and hopefully using us as a kind of like a medium from the world that they left behind to the world that they've set up a new life over, and that's fucking beautiful, man.
Brilliant.
And that kind of accentuates it, I think. Just nails it, like, and I think we obviously help a little bit then on the other side, building the excitement for other lads. You know what I mean? As you were talking about today. So
definitely. Yeah, honestly, God, Christy. Malay was giving out fuck to me today, so he says he was planning on working tomorrow, and then he's been listening to the podcast and seeing some of the stuff we've put up, and he said he just wound up, so he took the day off.
Sick, Christy.
Yeah, exactly. Sick. Yeah. I think Fridays are optional or whatever anyway, but he's fucking heading out for dinner tomorrow. He says he never goes out. He never really goes out to first. And he said, just with all the hype and listening to the stuff he's putting up, and do you know what I mean? He says, I can't, I have to go out. So he's heading out tomorrow. So best of luck to you, Christy.
Absolutely, Christy. And look, we'll be dead long enough, man. Like, if you think of it, like, as a, not being morbid around, but like in the hunter's lifespan, like, realistically, deer, it's a laborious, it's not something you can do late in life, and obviously early doors is for a lot of us wasn't feasible. So we've a relatively, there's only so many of these first seasons come around,
100%, yeah, definitely.
So enjoy every fucking one of them.
Every one of them, without a shadow of a doubt. And the same to everyone that's gone out there. Go out, and if you can at all, go out and fucking enjoy it. Yeah. And like, if you go out and you get one, it's a bonus. Like, it's a long old season too, so like, and especially to a lot of lads out there, this is their first ever season. It's a long season, lads.
Yeah.
1st September, weather-wise, everything. It's not really ideally. It usually won't come really right now for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So do not be feeling down on yourself if you go out tomorrow and you don't even see one.
Treat it as what it is, man. Just look at hopefully there'll be a bit of a glimmer of sun coming up over the hills, and even if it's misty, foggy, take it as what it is.
Yeah.
You're not looking out a fucking window of an office. Yeah. You're out in nature, in the countryside. You're getting your feet in the ground. If you see a deer, that's the cream on top of the cake.
Yeah, yeah.
And I look, I know lads will be putting up pictures of 6, 7, all that. And look, happy days, more power to you, all that type of thing.
Yeah.
I hope you got what you wanted out of the day, be it 1 or 10 or whatever. But for me, I just know that we'll be hooking up throughout the day. We might get a bit of breakfast and maybe a pint or something.
Yeah.
Later on, or over the weekend anyway, and stories and how'd you get on? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. You love it.
Where'd you see it?
We just start,
Get a shot of
oh man, we just sit down and then the lads start telling you, we broke out. We went in between two trees, and we kind of, it was a gap, and you could see, and like you feel like you're there. You know what I mean? You're like, holy shit!
You're waiting on every fucking word. You can visualize it in your own. And it's probably as far away from, but you can live that moment.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. 100%.
They're the stories you're going to tell your kids, your grandkids. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. As the gas sometimes as well, when you're out and you're relaying a story, you could get 10, 15 minutes out of telling the story, but the whole thing might have happened in 2 minutes.
2 minutes, yeah, but it feels like an eternity.
You're adding in more and more detail to what was there and what you saw and the whole job lot. So yeah, it's gas.
I sent you pictures today, and I of like going back. I went looking for. Rob dropped me over. Last night.
Yes, last night.
Long story short, a couple of years back, I shot a stag, and I was telling you, I told you about that.
Yeah.
What you said to me, like, "Jeez, would you not mount any of them?" And I said, "You want to see some like they were deformed looking fucking creatures, right?"
Without a doubt.
But you probably didn't appreciate how.
No.
But anyway, so
I've never seen one like that before.
Yeah. Long story short, it was not too far away from my home place. And look, not a huge stag.
Jeez, you wouldn't do small either now.
No, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The head and all wasn't... Anyway, I had no interest in... Because I was too... At that time, I had visions of like the perfect fucking head on the wall. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had it in my head like, oh, I'm going to have, fucking big 8-pointer, you know what I'm saying? And it was going to be uniform and almost fucking gold medal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because that was, I was obviously a lot younger. And then, I don't know, I wasn't in the same headspace that I'm in now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I had no interest. But he took it home and God help Laurie, boiled it and did the whole job on it, but never told me, right? Until like fucking months after. So I did that help you. I said, oh just man, why did you he said, I know, fucking sure, like it was a great day, you know what I mean? And so on. And he said, but, and I said, what? He said, the fucking dog ate half it. Right, the dog ate the fucking. There's white stuff all over the thing.
Oh my
God!
God.
Man, I was no more concerned about it. So anyway, with the room going up, he said now's the time. So he brought it in, and he had shaved the back of it, so it fits great for like a hat hook or something. Well, you'll fit fucking a couple of one side and one less on the far side. But yeah, she ain't gold medal, man.
No,
we just put it that way.
She ain't bronze.
I bet you didn't take what I said before. That was, yeah.
She ain't even like participation medal.
No.
I'll tell you exactly what it's like when you have to put up a picture of it later on. Send it to me.
It's in the video. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I want to put up another kind of a collage of it. But if you can remember Olaf of that fucking Frozen movie, it's like a melted version
of him. Yeah, it's like half of your fucking melted away.
The two hands are like Snowman's arms, or the two fucking antlers.
Isn't that what it's all about?
Exactly. We've said it before, man. You're like, look at that fucking hide that's behind you.
Yeah,
and they ain't pretty to look at, but just there's a massive story that goes with that. So that's why it's there,
Yeah, and funny enough, there's loads, and then I went looking for that picture.
Yeah,
found that picture, and then of course I just went the year previous, and I found one when I was out. My baby girl Arya was out with me in her pajamas at like 1 year of age or something, two maybe. Yeah, she barely 2, I'd say, with a butter knife helped me skin it on the front of the forklift.
Some job, yeah. Jeez.
There's a picture last year then with a stag hanging on the forks.
That last year?
Yeah, it was last year, yeah.
Yeah.
And her with the pose, and she in school. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's
brilliant.
Like fucking...
Yeah.
So please God, I get another one this year. But,
and was that the first? Were they always the first days?
No, that one, the deformed one, I think was... no, it was a couple of weeks after the first, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a couple of weeks after.
Yeah.
It was actually just before the rut, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
How would you fare out last? Did you get one the first day last year?
Did I get one the first? No, not the first last year. No.
It's unusual to get one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I thought I had, but then I realised, no, I went out the first. The first was Thursday then last year.
Yeah, I can't really remember last year.
Yeah. Was it? Yeah, it must have been a Thursday, I think, last year. So
we did. did get one last. No, Rob got one on the first last year.
Rob got one on the first, yeah.
That's
yeah,
what it was,
yeah. I didn't get one the first, I got one the second, I think.
Yeah.
And then I got a few more after that, yeah. It's just great crack, man, isn't it?
But like that's you can kind of then the collage of pictures, you know, through the years, you know what I mean? You're starting to do you know what I mean?
Yeah, build up, it's mad. And you know what's funny, like when you're looking at pictures of years ago, even the gear you're wearing, you know, you look and you say, "Jez, we've come on a long way."
Man, I had a plastic pair of welly boots. You seen the one when I was going across the fucking river, man.
Yeah.
And like the other fella was taking pictures, man, and I was
under pressure.
Under pressure. We were after to put him in fucking up around Capure, like, and it is hard going, man. Yeah. Getting into the position, you're up fucking hill, down the side of a mountain, back up again. And then, of course, the thing leaps across the river, man.
Oh,
and then collapses the far side of the river. Just like, you know, almost like muscle memory. Boom, boom, boom. You know, you can see it. And sure, you can't leave it there. So, over.
Have to go,
man. Ice cold water up to me bollocks across. And I would have had to get over the 6-foot fence. Then, so I ain't nimble now, as you know.
No.
So down into the fucking river, across it. And then knowing that, man, you're another 3 kilometers back, out with this motherfucker.
I'd say the river was refreshing, though. I'd say it was quite a refreshing
that
experience.
would be one word of fucking describing it. And this is the thing, right? We always have this thing, right? So say, like, it's payback anyway from me, from Robert on me. If he's listening, he know what I mean. If he's a deer on his back, like backpacking, I'll say to him, "Here, give us that. I'll take that for a while." Yeah. And he'll look at me. Fuck off.
Yeah.
So you sure you have to carry that, you know? No, I carry it. And nearly almost collapsed right as you get to the door. So, he fucking made me carry that one. And rightly so.
And rightly so, man. Yeah, it makes it all the sweeter, though, in fairness. Yeah.
Well,
it is. You know, they'll talk about it now, you know. If it was easy, man, everybody would be fucking at it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Have to go through a little bit of struggle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm here. I've got all my gear laid out for the morning.
You're the same as myself, man.
Yeah. Need to snake out of the bed in the morning.
You're just Santy clothes on.
Yeah, on with the gear, man. Have it all laid out there. So, I suppose, what am I bringing tomorrow? Tomorrow, Rovins trousers on you. I'll be definitely bringing those.
Here.
Absolutely. Got my new pair of boots. Zamberlan boots.
I seen them.
Yeah, man, they are savage job. Yeah, I really like them. Yeah, got them off Lakeland Shooting Centre there, man. Yeah, nice. 285, I think.
But yeah, you've comfort now.
Oh yeah, serious, man. Absolutely savage now, in fairness. Yeah, so I probably should have worn them and broke them in a little bit, but anyway, they're going on in the morning.
You're about to break them in.
Find out tomorrow, lad.
Before the trousers, I just mentioned it today, actually. Apart from being, you know, to take proof, or, you know, take they're very, very comfortable.
Oh yeah,
like, I just like. For getting over gates and stuff, they're not baggy.
No.
They're tight. They're tight fitting.
Yeah,
but they're stretchy. So you're not getting kind of snagged.
Yeah,
fucking barbed wire. All. Excuse me. Hiccups there. You're not getting like snagged them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Not getting over gate posts and going to put one leg over and it fucking kind of. I had trousers, they're kind of baggy.
Yeah.
And you're trying to fuck them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah, falling down.
Don't know what that is, man.
Huh?
Sorry. But run us through the rest of your gear.
So then, Rovins trousers, Zamberlan boots. I've got me Ridgeline pintail. I'll be wearing that anyway. I always wear a baseball cap, man. Anyone sees me on anything, I'm always wearing a baseball cap. I've got Ridgeline binocular harness, chest harness. I'll be bringing that as well. I've got my rangefinder strapped to the side of it. Binoculars. I've got me, and a massive shout out to Rob. Rob helped me out and helped both of us out this week setting up our both our setups. So I've got all my MOAs and all my holdovers and all that on a little sheet printed out. So I'll have that there. So I'll know what to hold at what distance and so on and so forth. Obviously, Howa 1500, which you are sick of probably hearing about now.
She's doing the business, man.
Yeah, she's doing the business. Got me Howa 1500 Super Light in 625 Creedmoor, GPO optics 4 to 16 by 50i, which we'll be talking more about shortly. I have got on it the RCC M48 suppressor. Tier 1 bipod. I'll be bringing me sable sticks and myself, and that's about the whole of it. Binoculars, I have a set of Bushnell 10 by 48. My wife got them for me a good few years ago over in Australia. They weren't expensive. They're not as expensive as some of them out there, but I love them. I can't fault them. They're absolutely perfect. They're perfect, absolutely perfect. And that's about the holy all of it, man. To be honest with you, bring that. I've got a drag there in that bag. And what else have I got in it? Tick remover and a few bits and pieces. Yeah, that's kind of all you need. First aid kit. I always bring a little first aid kit.
Yeah, that's actually something I don't fucking have.
Yeah, I'd always throw it in the bag. Yeah, it's just handy to fucking have it.
Actually, I did a little video for YouTube today on the gear. We bring basically the same gear.
Yeah.
I bring a little fucking for my glasses. I wear the baseball cap, not for the same reason as you like wearing, but I do it as a necessity. If it's anyway going to mist or rain at all, I wear the peaky cap to stop the glasses getting. And then if it's otherwise, I'll wear my green woolly just for a bit of camo and so on. But and then I have a little wipe then that does my. I always have a wipe and a tissue in the top pockets or clean the glasses, dry the glasses and the scope. Yeah. So yeah, other than that, I'll throw in. I pack of baby wipes in a little vacuum or airtight seal bag. You know.
Oh yes.
So just for
Yeah.
Wiping the paws before I get into the Jeep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, so hopefully they're dirty.
Well, we live in hope.
We live in hope, man, yeah.
So, yeah, other than that, I think, we basically... And
more or less the same.
The big tool bag as well, which
it's handy to have all that in it, 110%.
The other night, we were out, we both had, you had Smidge.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we were down the bog and by Jez only fur. That Smidge stuff works a fucking treat.
Absolutely.
I got out there and I could see like a wave of midgets in front of my face and I was like, I think I have it. Because I remember I had it. I threw it into the van when it was a fucking foot and turf. And by Jez only for it, man. We wouldn't have actually, it would have fucked up our eating. You wouldn't have stayed there half as long.
Not even close.
Not a hope, man.
Not even close.
Not a hope. So yeah,
it's an essential piece of kit if you're out anywhere near bogland.
Yeah,
pheasant hunting especially. Not probably. I don't know. Is there? There's not much of a smell of it.
No,
but I wouldn't chance it with deer stalking. Maybe unless it was kind of.
Don't know. I don't think it's too bad. I probably wouldn't. To be honest, duck shooting, man, out in the lakes is the worst I've ever seen midgets.
Around if you're tucked in underneath a bush, man.
Oh, sweet, yes, man. I remember going down years ago down Lough first day of the season, and we went in through a heap of like reeds, or the big, like the reeds up out of the water. And I'm not Jez Cod. It looked like dust coming off them.
Yeah.
And we tucked ourselves in, man. And I had even like the fly net, but the fly net's not where to shake because they go in under, like they're smaller than the holes.
And then you kind of catch them inside and they're fucking buzzing around. They're like
my God,
like a beehive.
My face was burning. I was getting bit that bad. It was fucking horrendous. Got that bad. I just had to say, "Oh, here, boys, get out of here." Yeah. Couldn't stick it like so.
When it gets uncomfortable like that, man,
yeah. Stupid thing to think of, but if you haven't got it, it's a problem.
Yeah,
so, it's a good thing to bring.
I actually have it in my bag.
Yeah,
but I had lorried everything top my bag. And so when you actually gave me yours, I said I think I have mine with me because we were up with Stevie White at the Crown a couple of weeks before, and so it's buried in there somewhere.
Yeah,
but an essential piece.
No doubt, man.
Handy to have.
Smidge.
And it's like you said, have the tick. I think to do with the tick remover. They do the tick remover as well.
Yeah. You get me one. I got one. I have one in there. Yeah. Absolutely. So just a handy outfit of kit, man.
Yeah, nice little bit. Just a few bits and pieces, just in case.
Yeah, absolutely. Come here. Talk to me. We're not going to talk locations, obviously, but you're staying in the Midlands.
Staying in the Midlands. Yeah, I'm not going too far from home. So
yeah.
Got a chance beside home, and have a run at that. If we're not getting much success, we might shoot up to Wicklow.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's to be.
Yeah, I think Wicklow, man, to be nearly charged for parking there. I think it's mad. Like Wicklow on the first day would be just fucking horrendous, man. Yeah. But look, it's good to fucking get out anyway, man. It's great to get out.
Look, I'm not hugely pressurized, man. Because I know I'm going to get a deer trim. I like to feed my family. I need 2 deer in the freezer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's,
keeps it going.
Now, my young lad is absolutely fucking, he's counting down the days because he loves liver.
The liver, yeah, that's great, man.
He said, I got 3 days left. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. Mammy, do you get honey, or maple syrup?
The pressure's on you, lad.
Fucking tell you, man.
The pressure is
on. A bit of lamb's liver or something.
Yeah, all he's got just up now. He'll probably he'll know the difference. I will, but sure, like that exactly. I'd be the same. I wouldn't be under too much pressure. Say I want to get one. I'd like to get the meat that I need kind of early doors, and then I can relax a bit. You know what I mean? Like I had my last little bit. Actually, I think I still have one roast left, but I had some like sirloins that I cut up here and had them. They were in the freezer. Took them out. My God, man! And it was a great idea because it just reiterates why we do it. Do you know that sort of way? Because I hadn't had any while. Because I was waiting to have a fucking barbecue, and I just I had it at church. The weather just said, here, forget about it. So I cooked it up. Actually, fried it up. Man, it was absolutely unbelievable. You know,
savage.
Cannot wait to just get out and with the help of God get another one in the bag, as the fella says, you know.
Yeah, and look, we were out last night, the whole Hungry Crew.
Yes.
The Hungry Crew.
I tell you what, it's a fairly fit name.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
It's a fit name.
Absolutely. Yeah. It was good crack.
Good crack, man. Savage old crack, yeah. I got some serious says. Rob, he's a handyman. There's no paints any different. Yeah. And you shot well too. There's no paints any different. Don't
be giving him a big head. He's going to be listening to this smiling. So look, we credit where credit's due. He sat down, first shot, cold bore, 200 yards, bing.
Bang. Yeah.
So back up. Yeah, no, that's all right. I'm grand.
Yeah, I'm happy enough now.
Yeah.
He's like,
and he waited till it was nearly just about pitch dark, you know what I mean? Not pitch dark, but the light was fading quick.
Yeah.
And
pushed it out to 260.
Well, yeah, he didn't even know because he lost me, I think, and Ross at 240 or 250.
yeah.
And I could hear him, and I was keep walking. So what's he saying? It was that stop, Ross.
See it. Yeah.
And he said, I can't see anymore, so put it down and I go back up. Yeah, I think it's around 260 dialed in.
Thereabouts.
And he shot, and it was delayed about 2 seconds.
Yeah, probably not even.
And I was but it felt like it.
Yeah, it's just the crack and then the
ding,
bing. Oh man, it's deadly, isn't it?
It's
absolutely
brilliant.
Deadly. I'll tell you when it goes to show the force in them, like the welds. Like I'm not saying I'm some fantastic expert, but I weld most days.
Yeah,
cracked the weld.
Did it?
On the frame, yeah. Cracked it, man, yeah. Yeah, like it's a fair bit of weld on it, like, yeah. Some force in them.
Isn't it?
Some fucking force in them, man, yeah. Honest to God, yeah.
Savage, yeah.
But it was great whole crack. It's an ideal spot, like, talking about, it's good to know it when you're doing that and you're shooting swinging targets and stuff like that. Like, don't skimp on location. That's where we were. We were in hundreds of acres of wide open spaces and we were shooting down on every single inch of it. So,
yeah.
it's
and
really good.
We had it must have been a 30-foot fucking high backstop, so if ever was a spot.
I don't know how bad your scope would have to be to do that, but but it was great. It's a great spot. It was great to get out.
Yeah.
Great bit of crack. Can't wait for Hungary as well. That's going to be another thing.
Yeah. I met Yanis for the first time. I met Ross for the first time last night.
Was that your first time to meet Ross? Yeah. We disappointed a bit.
Yeah. Look, it was just about what I expected.
You'd higher hopes for him.
If he's listening, no. I think it's the perfect crew. I think we're all going to we're all of the same.
Yeah,
ilk.
absolutely. Yanis cannot wait.
Oh, jeez, man! Like he's about as excited as you know what I mean.
He can't wait, man. He cannot wait. So it's going to be brilliant crack. I can't wait.
It's brilliant. Like isn't that the fucking essence of the community? Do you know what I mean? Like there he is. He's thousands of miles from home.
Yes.
And he cannot wait to get us over to his homeland and show us a little bit of piece of you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, absolutely. I cannot wait for it, man. It's going to be some crack. So
epic.
But I need to book the flights now because we were held up. Aer Lingus, like, sort your fucking website out, man. It is a joke. So it is.
It's not built for shooting, man. Buddy.
No, man. You were told 10 different things. Like you were told that basically. One section is telling you need to do this if you want to bring a gun, and another section completely contradicts that. Then to find out more information, it brings you to one segment. But on that, it tells you about every other piece of sporting equipment known to man apart from guns. So I just said, and of course I rang them and I was on the phone for about a week and a half. So
but we think we're getting close. We're getting close.
Hopefully, man. I absolutely hope so. I hope so. But so it's super stuff. Anything else? Duck hunting. There's a load of lads going to be heading out duck hunting tomorrow. So
big shout out. Actually, Alan Daly sent me a picture or a video. I'll throw it up on our group he's out this evening. Now, if you're listening, fucking Daly, he should be in work today, you fucker. Yeah, he took today and tomorrow off.
Did he?
But
I blame the boss, but anyway.
Look at I can't really say that. Do you know what I mean? But so he's down on the lake in the boat, fishing away. I took a pike over this evening, having a few cans with the lads, and they're camping out on the lake.
What lake or where are they?
I don't actually know which lake they're.
Yeah.
Like every lad's the top secret.
Cute enough, if fucker wouldn't tell you that.
That's at all.
Yeah.
But no, he's invited us down for a deer later on the season, so we'll tip down to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, best of luck to him. He's out there with the
Right,
lads.
and like, not to be understood, I know we've spent the past probably half an hour now talking about deer hunting, but that's purely because that's what we're doing tomorrow.
Yeah.
But that's not to take away, man. For before I get into deer hunting, I was every bit as excited about the first of the ducks.
Yeah.
Every single bit of it, man.
Yeah.
I remember I won't say the last time, but I do remember one time in particular. We were going down to Derivara and we were wading in. We weren't going out in the boat, And we were going in from the Multi-Farnham side of the lake. I think it was it over kind of, maybe it wasn't Multi-Farnham now, was it? It was over one side of the lake anyway, but you go over, I think it's Inny Bridge, and anyway, we're heading out that neck of the woods anyway, but we met, of course, as we would always do, met in one of the lads' houses the night before, sorted out all the gear, sorted out all the decays, everything, got a chipper or got a bite to eat or whatever. Grand, right, lads, be down at Inny Bridge or whatever the bridge was, I can't remember, be down there at 4 o'clock in the morning, go out under the cover of darkness, get ourselves set up, out with the DKs, happy days, no bother. I went home, man, into the cot and fell asleep, never set an alarm, woke up and it was 4:15 and the boys would have already been down there. So I never, man, 1.9 diesel Citroen Berlingo van. I tell you, lad, I had it on two wheels the whole way to Mullingar. I swear to God, down the whole way and walked out across and had to keep quiet and try and find the lads because not a fucking hope, could you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, got in anyway and I just had a great day of shooting. Brilliant.
Did you find him, yeah?
Yeah, I did, I found it. I had a fair idea where they were going in anyway,
yeah,
exactly, no, so it wasn't too bad, but...
Good day shooting.
Yeah, definitely, man. And it's just that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going duck hunting tomorrow, you'll be every bit as excited.
Yeah,
right.
For the very best luck. And look at the very best luck deciphering Mr. Noonan's restrictions. Like, but that'll just tell you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, look at don't let that dampen your spirits, lads.
No.
The thing about it is we concentrate on the positives, and if we can keep doing that, we keep hammering away and trying to etch into the negatives. I think that's all we can do now at the minute.
Yes.
But enjoy tomorrow first and foremost.
Yeah,
There'll be plenty of days to be
absolutely.
given out about.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's not one of them.
No, exactly. Get out and fucking put all that rest of that out of your head and just get out and enjoy it and get in contact with us. We're on Messenger and stuff. We want to know how everybody's doing tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't care if we've never spoken to you before. If you get a nice deer or a couple of duck or whatever, let us know.
Let us know.
Mad
Right.
to know about it.
Yeah.
Or if you're listening to this late tonight, let us know what your plans are or plans for the weekends.
Absolutely.
We cannot wait.
Just when we're on the deer, obviously there was an important meeting today, which was conveniently held during the middle of the day on a Thursday, the day before deer season. And look, we're not going to go into huge detail about it, but what I wanted to say personally, you can add to it if you wish, or take away. You don't have to. We don't always agree, but
and that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But the thing about it is, right, we just call apples, right?
Yeah.
This month has been our best month on the podcast, so it's been growing every month on month.
Yeah.
But we smashed our previous best month.
Yeah.
By like a fucking long way. So it just shows, and the messages, Facebook and Instagram, everything's growing. So it just shows the what would you say, the reach that we have as the podcast. That is not.
Blowing smoke over on ours.
That just is.
That is what
it
is. Yeah. There's no one to thank actually for that. Only ye. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like you tune in every week and fucking listen to us pair of vegans. And half the time, man, we're learning along with you guys. And that's the beauty of this. Like, we're not, inverted commas, experts.
No.
We're just hunting men on the ground, the same as everyone else.
Yeah.
And the reason we set this up or started this was to start, having a chat about just normal hunting stories.
Yeah.
We don't go into hugely overcomplicated sciencey stuff do you know what I mean? Because that's just 90% of the men and women on the ground. That's not their gig. Like, that's it's like when I was in school, man. I wasn't good at academics, and there's I have an issue with them trying to turn trades into some sort of academia, where the reason I went to a trade was because I wasn't academic. You know what I mean? They're trying to make me go to fucking college to learn my trade.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. Like, the reason we love the outdoors is because it's nothing to do with computers. It's nothing to do with farms. There's nothing to do with fucking politics.
Yeah.
Or shouldn't have.
Yeah, shouldn't have. Yeah.
But this bollocks is going on at the minute, lads. Like, I've seen loads and loads of messages, right? I'm not going to go into detail because we got loads ourselves. Why wasn't this publicised? Why we weren't told? So even we are what would you say, the biggest medium in the country, you know, in terms
Yeah.
of, you know,
Yeah.
men and women on the ground, right?
Yeah.
So if they wanted the men and women on the ground to know about this meeting,
Yeah.
just drop us a line. We've
Yeah.
mentioned Bunclody fucking clay competition this weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we would absolutely mention one of the biggest meetings to be held in the deer hunting community or for the last, I don't know, many years.
Yeah.
But it just shows, lads. I'm not singling out any one organisation. This goes for the whole lot of them, because we've said it each and every time that we've had one of the representatives on from one of the groups, right?
Yeah.
If you want the transfer of information to the men and women on the ground, if you really want it,
Yeah.
well, you have it. Just fucking send us a message.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. I agree with you. I agree with everything you're saying there. I do 100%.
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, and like,
Definitely. Sometimes certain people, even in certain organizations, I feel like, do they think we're below that? Do you know that? You know,
yeah, like this. Look, lads, leave this to
yeah.
to us
Leave
guys.
this to us. Like,
Yeah.
well, it's just that's been going fierce fucking well so far.
Yeah. Well, we
So-
kind of got it, Brendan, when we were doing the trip to the Dáil, didn't we?
Oh yeah, 100%, man. The amount of
Cheers,
people
lads. Now,
sending messages like we were two complete and utter fucking ticks heading
Yeah.
up there, when realistically we got the foot in the door for all the
Yeah,
rest
yeah.
of us. So more luck to us. We didn't. We 7 day one. We didn't want to be going in there saying, stamping our feet, change this, do that, and other. We just literally went up there and says, lads, you need to talk to these people.
guys. Yeah.
And they are talking to them now. Whether anything good's coming from that is yet to be seen. I don't know.
Yeah, but this is the time, you know, brass tacks should be earned.
Yeah.
But if I have a funny feeling, Brenny, and it's a bad feeling, you know, and I know there's like hugely negative people on social media and stuff that are, you know, are probably going the wrong way about it, in my view, you know. And
Yeah.
look, I don't care. Do your own. You do you. You know, I don't shoot people down. Just do you, as long as it doesn't interfere with me. However, there's people out there rightly saying that there's an ulterior motive going on here. You know what I mean? There's a money grab and a land grab and you know, and we can see it. Like there's certain people in certain organizations and certain trying to, you know, swallow up large swathes of land. And I, like, while I do agree, right, that there should be some sort of training, right? Like, hunting by its very nature was one of them things where it was passed down from generation to generation or from hunter to hunter. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
It does irk me that you have to, like, technically, if me and you want to shoot on now we're shooting, I'm obviously not shooting rifles all my life, but I'm shooting shotguns, a large portion of it. I'm shooting rifles now, a large part of it.
Yeah.
And I'm, you know, reasonably competent, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking expert marksman, but I'm reasonably competent with a rifle in my hand. So, but if I'm to shoot on Kill to Land now or something, I have to go and get a fucking H-cap. So I have to pay your treat. They don't really give a bollocks if I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
No, I
Just
know.
once you have the piece of paper, you know, so I have a little bit of a irk
Grievance
about
with
that.
Yeah.
Do you know
I'd
what I
be
mean?
the same. Yeah, I'd be the same. I haven't done it yet. I know. I agree with you in the fact that that there does have to be some sort of training, and it is a good thing. But it's like that thing where you can't do that unless you have that bit of training. Doesn't sit really well with me.
Right, here's the thing. I'd have no issue if that money from that training was going directly back in to really fight for the hunting men and women. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's going back into the dog fight that we have on our hands now, or the conservation efforts that we're all trying to publicize and so on. But I don't really know. Like, that's not to say I know the organizations are going to be, you know, we put this amount back in. Yeah, I understand that, right? But I'm just talking about the HCAP specifically here, right? Yeah. I don't know where all that money's going. Yeah. Like, what do you get from, like, who runs that? Yeah. Like these are all the things we need to know. Like, who is the main beneficiary of this? Where does all that money go? I know I'm probably going down a wormhole. I'm probably asking a question that, you know, a lot of listeners to the podcast probably don't want me to ask. But I definitely think that if there's that amount of money going into the training aspect of it, well, I think there should be more bang for the buck for the hunter man on the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're seeing every day we're getting messages about with problems and issues on, be it on kilter leases. I think there's issues there with, getting days and hams and all that.
Yeah.
And like that, even with leases and sections and stuff, there's plenty of issues out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And there's more issues than being fucking problems to solve. Like, and the way you definitely do not go around solving a problem is by not telling your fucking members.
No, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And like, without going, because we could do 10 podcasts on it, but without going too much, like basically all the tops of all the organizations listen to this podcast every week. How do we know to listen to it? Because they send us stuff. They ask us. They'll pull us up on something if we're not right, and please continue to fucking do so.
Yeah.
That's how you learn. So they are listening. So what we would say, we would put it out to not just one of you, all of you. If there's something going on that you genuinely want publicised, and we're not blowing smoke up our own arses, you need to send it to us. We don't have enough time in the day to be going running around. And then we get messages from the normal Joe Soap on the ground going, "Jeez, lads, you never talked about this."
Yeah, you never said this was happening.
We didn't say it because we didn't know about it.
Yeah.
If we had known about it, we would have talked about it. So you're out there, you're listening, you know what's going on. If you want your members to know about, which you damn well should, get in contact with us.
Yeah.
Simple as that. We do a podcast every single week.
And just to clarify again, before, because I know people are going to say, like, I'm not suggesting that the money from the HCAP or that, to any of these organisations is being, illegally used or any of that type of thing. What I am suggesting though is, say for instance, right, and I'm not fucking pro NARGC because we've set out our issues with the NARGC and I still have issues.
Yeah.
And I talk regularly, as you know, as do you. And we air our grievances. And in fairness, like some of them listen to, some are not. But the communication is one of the things. But the dear organisations now also need to step up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
This is the same issue.
Yeah.
We're living in the 21st century. Are we 21st or 22nd century?
22nd.
Anyway, we're living in 2023.
21st century, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We're living in an age where media is and data and information is so easily fucking transferred. It is. It's either really, really lackluster divulging of information, or it's you don't want people to know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So which fucking is it?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You delegate somebody to go on your fucking your page and say, look, lads, this meeting's happening. Like, see me, there was a couple of meetings. Like, this is the fourth meeting, I think, as far as I know, from some of the messages we were receiving, or maybe the fourth anyway. And some people didn't even know there was one.
No.
Never mind fucking four.
No, I didn't know there was one. Didn't have a clue. Not a fucking clue. No, I know we both work and we don't have time to probably go through all of it, but like, it's not, we're very, very easy to get access to if they really want to just get it on. And I'd love to see it. Like, I do listen to an awful lot of podcasts and I read a lot of books and I would read a lot of stories from I always look to America and obviously it has its own fucking issues, but hunting is massive over there. It is absolutely huge. Now, I know there's an awful lot more revenue created because it's so high in numbers, but the amount of the amount of different organizations and funds over there, and like you have to pay for most stuff. Like, if you want to get a tag for nearly any animal, there's lottery systems, right? Which is a fucking great idea too, like, because it gives it free. It's everyone gets a fucking chance, You could say, if you want to get a tag for, say for instance, a turkey, you will have to pay for that. You can buy it in any petrol station in that specific state, but a portion of that goes to a conservation fund. Yeah. Another portion of that will go to where it'll be like a sort of a part governmental department that creates funding for when there is an issue, like what's going on now with the gun licenses. Yeah, that there's not just someone sending an email. There's like solicitors there ready to fucking go.
Deal with your,
this is where we need that. This is how we need to fight this. We're not at the mercy of trying to talk to somebody in the Dáil and wait, will they even bother respond to an email? They have the fucking the men and women on the ground to actually fight it head on and get a result. We don't have that here.
No.
We don't have it here. There's no point in saying, and I'm not bagging out the NERGC or any of them. There's loads of them all there. But we just they don't have that facility. They're probably doing all they can with the money and the membership that they can, but I think if we were going to get really serious about actual proper rights, like we're talking about proper rights here for hunters, there needs to be they need to have a foot in the government. Like you need to have, like you see Basque, Basque over in the UK. Like they just look at the following that they're getting. If there's an issue arising there, man, they will fight that head on. They have a massive amount. I know they've more funding, and I'm going back to that. But we need to get to a state. If they keep pushing out, we talked about with this new wildfowl thing where they're taking 4 species off it. I'm saying it here and I'm stating it here. I wouldn't be one bit surprised in October if woodcock is taken off as well.
Yeah.
I can see that coming. If it goes off, it'll never come back.
No.
Like you can look what's happening across the pond. They'll tell you the exact same thing. The amount of different states in America that took wolves off it, and they took them off until they could prove to a period of time over 3 years that the numbers excess 15% higher than what it was before they stopped them doing it. They've gone to 25%, 35%, and 45%, and they still haven't moved it.
Yeah.
So if it goes off, it stays off.
Yeah. And the problem there as well, Bernie, is like we have, I don't know, even if you take Forg, right, there's 26 groups in that, like, and there's other groups outside of Forg.
Yeah.
So you're looking at close on 30 groups in Ireland.
Yeah, I know, man. I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
There's no need for 30 groups, lads.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I know.
There's fucking no need.
Yeah.
Like, and definitely not there's no way there's any ministers going to listen to. I know that's why Forg was essentially set up, but it's very late in the day. It's still not being. I believe it's not being fucking listened to.
No,
sternly enough. And the question I want to ask is, and we're not affiliated. We're members of the NERGC, like every other shooting man in or most shooting men or women in the country or country sports. I don't one or the other if you're in insurance. But the question I'd like to ask is, and we might just put a poll on this: is it time, man, that we do, like, you take the farmers the other day, right?
Yeah.
There was a fucking tweet put up by the EPA about reduce your meat intake, right? Farmers run to it like a fucking light. The tweet was taken down, deleted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Because they know, like,
Proper
they know.
job.
You put up, like, and they were saying, oh, well, it's like, I heard you man on News Talk there. Was it Kieran Cuddy, one of them in the morning? And he was saying, well, it is, we all know it's cattle are, a fucking pollution issue. But you're taking, sure, a fucking car is a pollution issue, man. Do you know what I'm saying? In isolation. But like if it's necessity on the other side, what do you replace with? Large scale fucking crop farming. Well, that has a fucking that ain't too good either for nature. Sorry to fucking inform you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But like, you're getting one side of the fucking argument all the time, you know. And we don't have a representative yet, a singular representative. That there's a little bit of, oh geez, like, we better just
keep them
be careful
happy.
now. What we say around this fella. Because or woman. Because they'll be onto us like a fucking light.
I agree. Yeah,
Cretins.
That's what I'm saying. It's like we need to have. There needs to be that department there where we can't just be told, like, no, you're doing this, you're doing that, and we just take it on the chin. And there's an email sent off saying we're not happy. Yeah, well, and wait till we get a response for it.
Yeah.
There has to be more rights. I'm calling it rights. Do you know what I mean? We're there's people been hunting for, not hunting is a relatively new thing. Like people have like not hunting. That's a relatively new experience. We have been hunting from fucking day dot.
What did Hannibal Lecter say? Wasn't it? You get up at the same time every morning. You go to the same place. Do the same thing every day. Eat at the same time. Come home at the same time. Go to sleep at the same time. And you've the audacity to call me insane or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, hunting has been there since fucking the end. The
beginning of time.
Beginning of time. You know.
Yeah.
So. And that's why that's why we get excited because we're going back to something that's fucking natural to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every day we do the most unnatural behaviours known to man. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely, yeah. And like, I have to like drill it in, and like they're getting it from all angles. We're all getting it from all angles. We probably get it more so than probably a lot of people with the podcast, because we're kind of that medium. But like, rest assured, like, if there's any doubt, like, what you are doing now is like, if you're going out in the morning and you're shooting a deer and you're bringing it home and you're butchering it up and you're feeding that to your family, that is a perfectly normal, viable, healthy, sustainable thing
and on
to
you go,
do.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Don't listen to all this shit about this, like, there's the cruelty and there's all the other fucking bullshit that's about it. What you're doing is like, use that and enjoy that food, enjoy the experience, enjoy it with your family, and don't be afraid to not talk about it, because not talking about it I'm not saying that you have to get onto your Facebook page in the morning and show up a picture of a deer with its guts hanging out or whatever the case may be. But if you're going out in the morning and you're deer hunting, but you're afraid 3 or 4 of your people, that your friends on Facebook, are vegan, well then, like, who gives a fuck? Put the fucking post up. Do you know what I mean? Don't be ashamed of what you're doing.
Say it like this, lads. If you're going out and you can't talk about what you're eating in front of, say, a vegetarian or vegan friend because you fear you might, well, both of you have killed for your meal.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
just one knows what killing has been done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's 100%. As simple as that.
Yeah, definitely, man. 100%.
Make no fucking mistake.
I was guilty of it at the start too. I remember the first time I spot with deer, and it was like my first ever stag, and was out with Cooper. Like, that was experience for the rest of my life. I remember. I will cherish that memory, whether I get another year or another fucking 50 years, man. I will cherish that memory till the day I die.
Yeah.
And it's one of the most proudest and one of the most beautiful experiences of my life.
Yeah.
That I shared with my son. And before I put up a post, I was like, fuck, maybe this isn't a good idea putting it up. Like, there's people that follow me that are not into that. I'm going to get a bit of backlash. And then I just said to myself,
but that is you.
Yeah, that's me. What the fuck? If they don't like it, fuck off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not rubbing it in your fucking face. I'm not getting it. Well, you should be doing this. Why aren't you out hunting deer?
Yeah.
Go and get yourself a fucking rifle. Go. I'm not doing that. This is what I do, and I'm sharing this. This is one of the most magically best days of my life.
Yeah.
And I hope that my own young lad, that in years to come, because he always talks about that he can remember. And if he's lucky enough someday to have his own kids, that he can talk about the time he was out with his dad.
Absolutely, man.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's not, but we're constantly told that there is.
Far
but
from
there fucking isn't.
Far from being wrong, man. It's as you said, it's natural. It's inbuilt. It's ingrained. It's sustainable. It's economical. It's everything. It's all of the above. And on top of that, if you take it, we've had arguments here, about vegetarians and vegans, and again, no issue. Fucking eat what you want. Mm-hmm. But the narrative of bloodthirsty and all that kind of stuff, and even people who eat meat. This is and I can understand it. Like the thing of I don't mind once I don't see where it comes from. Yeah. But maybe we've become so desensitized that we should be sharing pictures of.
Yeah.
Like if there are 15 foxes in an area, man, right? Well, without hunters, right? Just for argument's sake, what I've taken out. That's just that pocket. So we're only talking about we'll be talking about a couple of 100 acres, just
Yeah.
And how many foxes we've taken out there, right?
Yeah.
Now, take me and the few others out of that equation there. Mm-hmm. What would the population of foxes be like?
Yeah.
On top of that, then, well, there's not enough food for all them foxes to go around. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So then, do we just let it become such an unsustainable population that they die of starvation, or they start, taking your pet dogs?
Yeah.
Who you're feeding on cornflakes? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying? Is this there's no logical side to the argument. Maybe if people were exposed to pictures of guys hunting, and now I'm not talking about holding up a yoke with the belly hanging over it and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if a fox is presented on the ground, it's dead, and he can't, the other night, no more than yourself, we laid out the fox, so you don't see the messier side of it. There's no need for it.
No.
But maybe if people were more exposed to that kind of, it becomes, because it is a natural thing.
Yeah.
So maybe that takes away that kind of, oh, you know what I mean? That, oh Jesus,
Yeah.
I don't want to be looking at that. But
100%.
if you're eating an animal, you should be aware of where that come from.
Yeah.
You should be aware of where that has been reared.
Definitely.
Do you know what I'm saying? And you
Yeah.
most definitely should be ensuring that half is not fucked out in the trash.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, and which does happen. What I'd love to do is, like, we get an awful wide range of people that listen to this, and I know we had someone message us a while back about he wanted to do some survey on something. I can't remember what it was about. I know we talked. Remember that was going back ages ago.
Yeah.
But if there's someone listening in or somebody that can put us in contact with someone, I would love a proper survey done. If I give you the information on start to finish, me leaving here in the morning, going, getting a deer, bringing it back, butchering it up, and giving it to my family. If somebody can do my carbon footprint,
Carbon analysis
of that versus the meat that you buy in the supermarket, which I'm not against, I am not fucking against. I'm not saying farmers should be cutting down or I don't believe in any of that bullshit.
Or here's one, Brenny, for you. Right? Break it down into, you're going to process some burgers. Break it down to, your kilo of burgers, your carbon fucking footprint, or your carbon exposure on that, your kilo of burgers compared to the vegan alternative.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So, like, just do...
Yeah, that's 100%. That's what I'm saying. I'd love to do it. One for mine, one for say, the butcher, the general meat, the over-the-counter meat, and one for the vegan equivalent. You do the three, put the three of them together, and you tell me which one is better for the environment and which one is less cruel.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it been done. If there is, fucking please get it into us. We'll talk in detail about it. But I love if there's someone that has the capabilities of doing that, or someone that you might know, spread the word. We're going to do it. We're going to work it. We're going to put it in fucking plain English in front of everyone to see, and that's it.
And say, look, here's is it corn or something like that? Is it QUORN? I think.
Is it?
They make kind of all kinds of...
Shy.
I
shouldn't say that. No,
I'd still fucking eat it, man.
Yeah,
This
man,
thing,
100%. I actually have tasted it. I remember Ma bought it years ago. You're right, it is corn or something. And we tasted it and we're like, oh, that was lovely. And then she's like, oh, that's vegetarian or it's vegan or whatever
Grand.
the fuck. And we're like, all right, where'd you get that? Well, I just thought we'd try it. All right.
Grand.
Did you like it? Yeah, it was grand. Would you get it instead of mince? No.
Throw a hip of red sauce on it, it'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. A beef stock straight into it. Right, we could talk in detail about that, but
we're not going to spoil the night.
We're not going to spoil the night.
Fucking deer hunting
we're
mode.
in fucking deer hunting mode. Just the last thing we're going to say, if you're a member of any organisation, you're doing something, there's something going on, it is your duty to tell the people about it. How are we going to tell the people about it? Get in contact with us. We've had halfies on here already anyway.
Yeah.
So you know how to get in contact with us. So just get it done.
You have our numbers.
You have our numbers, exactly right. Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. A couple of things we're going to move on to the Let's Talk here now in a second. But one thing we do want to talk about is I have changed my shotgun officially. I am after getting a Winchester over and under shotgun. Beautiful.
She looks lovely, yeah.
She's a right bit of gear, so I just need to get my fucking head around that. And I've never really used. I have used them, but I've never owned.
Yes, yeah.
Double barrel guns of any description. So yeah, so that's happening. So then what we're going to do is my lovely Mossberg Maverick 88 pump action shotgun.
It's going to be going to a new home.
Is going to be going to a new home. We have a few people I think kind of lined up already, so that's what's going to be happening. I'll be putting some pictures of it up. So a very worthy recipient is going to get that gun. The gun, what can I tell you about? I've had the gun for about 15 years. The gun is like new. You've seen it. It is spotless. It is absolutely spotless. Works absolutely perfect. I've never ever had 1 minute's trouble. Ever. It has never ever misfired. Never got jammed. Never, the safety didn't work. Never, ever once. And not again, too many guns you can say that about.
There's going to be another man. It's a young guy who's I think we have in mind. That goes out hunting with somebody else and wants to get but just apprentice and can't get.
Yeah.
So we're going to get him off the ladder. There'll be please God 200s this year.
Yeah.
And we need a little bit of help as well. And well done to you as well for giving it away, Brenny.
Oh, no worries, man. Yeah.
We need a little bit of help. We had a bit of an issue with the 1.7. So, a bit of an issue, right? So, we were contacted by a man who had a 1.7 in storage and was going to give it away kindly and so on and so forth. It was held in a gun shop down in County Cork, in Middleton. Mm-hmm. So, we advertised, this is the gun. He said that there was a bit of storage. He was going to look after storage fees on it, and that, yeah. And then Christy Malloy actually offered up a scope. So we went through the reams of getting people in, going through fucking messages and messages and messages, and we picked a worthy recipient of. It was a man that was shooting years and years ago, had to sell all his guns to, feed the family and get the family house and so on and so forth. There's a couple of nippers now. Was, mad just to get back into a small bit of hunting.
Yeah.
And it would have been just fucking perfect.
Perfect.
So came time, Philip down in Small Arms Service was going to refurb the gun in a coloured finish one and do refurb it to a new gun. So we had the man, we had the gun, we had the gun shop, and we had a gunsmith, literally down in Cork as well. So this
perfect.
It's all falling in together.
Yeah,
the gunsmith in Cork was going to take the gun off the gun dealer, and he can do so because he's a legal gun dealer himself. He has to be to hold firearms.
Yeah.
So job also. So the man who was giving it up told me to ring the shop.
Yeah.
And so I rang the shop and I was talking to the proprietor, and he said, "Oh, well, I have to talk to the owner about that." I said, "Okay." He just told me to ring you. I thought he would, he would converse with you, and he was a little bit abrupt with me on the phone. So then the owner of the gun rang me back and said, "No, he doesn't want to do that. He wants the new owner, new proprietor, to get the license on the gun first before he'd hand it out." But I said, "But sure, you can store that gun wherever you so choose.
Yeah.
You can shoot. Sure, no, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? You're the legal owner of the gun."
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but he's a bit, he's a bit odd. And I said, "Look, sure, I'll ring him back." Now I was very polite because Avril was sitting beside me, and I said, "I'm sorry, there's a small bit of confusion." I said, "There's a gun dealer actually, not too far away from you. He's going to refurb it. There's nothing wrong with the gun." I said, "I never said there was."
Yeah.
I said, "But he's offered to completely refurbish the gun." "Oh, okay. Well, it'd be better if you just got the license on it." I said, "Well, the problem with that is we're going to go through a couple of months of getting the license on it.
Yeah.
Then it'd have to be given over to the..."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So we could
Makes
have
sense.
two things going at the one time and so on. And Philip had kindly offered to collect it, store it, do the fucking application.
Going out of his way, a legend, yeah. Yeah.
So it would be less... "Oh, that's too much. That's way too much hassle," he said.
Oh my God.
I said, "It's just one form to transfer." But so then the other man rings me back. No, he's adamant he won't release it without. So Philip said, "Look, I'll go in and have an out chat with him, over the next couple of days." And he said, "See, can I,
spout it over?"
And I got rang the following day, I think. He sold a rifle.
Oh my God. That's brutal. That's brutal. We won't name him as much as we'd absolutely love to, but that's bad old form.
That's a real old begrudging Irish thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fucking dreadful, isn't it? Trying to help a lad out like that's bad old form.
And the gun, I'm not saying Jesus Christ Almighty, it was very nicely gifted and so on. But it's not the most expensive gun in the world.
No, I know.
But it would have been a lovely little, and it would have been worth, it was going to be personalised in terms of, do you know what I'm saying?
Lovely, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Fantastic. It's the gift to get, yeah.
Yeah, and thanks very, very much to Philip down in Small Arms. Huge thanks for all your help and chats and so on. But this is the question we're putting out there. We have a man who wants to get into a small rifle shooting, 2.2 or a 1.7, something like that, get him off the mark, get him out shooting. If there's anyone, with one of them in the store that they don't use, or they have it in storage,
or any firearm dealer. I know of one in particular, and he's telling me he's after, I won't name him, but he's after telling me 4 times he won't take any 2.2s because he's a place full of them. Well, you can offload one of them here now if you want. Handy enough. Doesn't have to be at, so long as it's straight and works. Yeah,
like nice and presentable now. And you know what I mean. We'll bling. We have a scope from Christy. We might if a good gun dealer wants to get a nice bit of publicity for a very, very worthy. And here's the kicker here, lads. See, this is the small mindedness of gun dealers, right? Sorry, not gun dealers. of that particular dealer, right?
Yeah.
So this man gets into hunting, right?
Yeah.
So he gets his foot in the ladder now, you know what I'm saying? And the biggest cost is obviously going in the scope and so 100, you know. But ammo, you know what I mean? You can buy a box of ammo and be tipping it. Do you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's not the end of the world. But there's a man I know for a fact, once he gets to grow back for hunting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He'll be buying a bit of ammunition.
Jacket, the boots.
The sling, the
sticks.
And he said, fuck it now, that scope. He said, I might gather a few bob next year and change the scope. And I might go in for, you know, fucking a 243 or a 2-3, you know, say.
Yeah.
And there's a small minus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
And at a time when, you know, the community is shrinking.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
So,
that chip. Yeah.
Call out to he's been very, 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 very good to us so far. But we're putting out a call there. If anyone has one of them, and we'll get another man.
Yeah. Shooting on the ground. Yeah. So there'll be a shotgun there, and then we'll have a rifle. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, and we'll get it going. And the big thing as well, just so everyone knows, it was put out to females as well. Absolutely,
we did have a female and in mind, and her dad actually rang me and said that no, it wouldn't be suitable for her. She was looking for a more higher powered rifle.
Okay,
but yeah, nice man he was. I had a good chat with him.
Yeah.
But she had put herself forward. She hadn't been picked, but she put herself forward. But the dad actually rang me and said, no, she doesn't. No, just in case you were thinking. But she would have been strong in our thoughts as well because
cheers, absolutely.
So it's not just a male thing.
No.
It just so happens that predominantly men are getting in touch with us. So and the story, you know, it matters. So we're trying to get the right part. Is not just a fucking giveaway. Right?
No, 100%.
It's the right. We want to get the person who can't. You know what I mean? Just can't get the
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Same with my shotgun. I'm not saying like it's not a shotgun's worth whatever, a couple of €100. It's not worth like a load of money. But I have some of the best memories of my life with that gun out of my own flat, and I would absolutely love someone to just make their own memories with it. I just think that'd be class.
Absolutely,
I
man.
just absolutely love that.
Absolutely.
I would love that. So there's lots to talk about there, and people to get in contact with, and the whole job lot. But it seems the clock is ticking. Go on.
One little thing.
Go on.
Go on. I'm going to put up that. Did I mention the survey? I'm going to put up a survey. Is it time that we take a stand like the farmers?
Yeah. Is it time? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Now, Speaking of time,
Grogan.
Let's do it.
Do you know what time it is? You didn't even let me start.
I'm so excited.
Let's do it. And now it's time for a little thing we like to call Let's Talk Gear. We're back. Worked. Didn't think it was going to work there.
Happy days.
She worked, lad. We're on Let's Talk Gear.
What do we have this week, Brenny?
This week we have the GPO, or otherwise known as the German Precision Optics. Yeah, it's a scope I'm using as being part of the Highland Outdoors brand ambassador. I'll be using it. They're available through them, but so I have used it a bit. I've used it. You know, I haven't obviously got a deer because we're still on the eve of the 1st of September, but can tell you a little bit about it, I suppose. Yeah,
you've shot a few targets, you've shot a few foxes.
Yeah.
And I've looked through the glass and it's nice glass.
Nice glass, man. Yeah, lovely. Yeah. The one I'm using is it's a 4x16 by 50. The eye, it's the second focal plane one I'm using, so it's not dialable. Like it doesn't have the adjustable turrets and stuff on it. I really like it now. Again, it's probably a bit premature. I probably need to test it a little bit more, but it has the illuminated ray on it. I think there's a 5 or 10 year warranty. I'll find out exactly what's on it. Like, bang for buck, I suppose. I was using Element Optic scope, which is another great scope, absolutely brilliant scope. They're probably slightly cheaper, but definitely when you start going into more expensive scopes, you can tend to see why, and it's all got to do with the quality of the glass that's in them. German Precision Optics glass it's up there. Like it has a fantastic reputation as it is.
I looked through it last night. Like it's phenomenal. It's lovely glass to look through.
Yeah,
lovely, the clarity and the
field of view is phenomenal on it. Yeah. Rob, in fairness, like even Rob picked it up. I was showing him the new scope, or the new rifle, and he picked it up. He's like, "Geez, it was all about how light it was." Next thing he put up the scope, and he was just like, "Jesus Christ!" He said, "There's some quality in that."
Yeah,
now, he's using a Blazer, like he's using a scope probably 3 or 4 times the price of that one, But
so that just puts it in perspective.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I don't know. I won't say they're yet relatively new, but I haven't heard much about them until I started, doing the brand ambassador stuff, and Dom showed me ranging them. I'm starting to see them. I know Niall in Kildare Hunting, he has a big range of them over there, and a few others. But I think bang for buck, you'd probably be hard pressed to get one. I think that one of mine retails around just under, I think, the €700 mark.
Yeah, that's
which is good going. In fairness, for what it is, in fairness, it is good going.
Couple of things, Brady. Just illuminated red is the
dialable.
Nice.
Dialable, which makes an awful difference. It then has all your graduations for obviously your holdover and stuff. We'll just talk, I suppose, a little bit about, and I am absolutely no expert. I'm only talking about this now because
here's your brother.
You fucking know more about it than I do.
I don't.
I've been listening to a couple of podcasts and reading. There is one actually book I got, and it was Going Ballistic, and it's written by a fella in America who's an ex-sniper, and he just talks. He's big. I think he even has his own podcast, and YouTube channel, and stuff like that. But just talking about kind of what it takes to pull off a long range shot. Goes into details on a lot of the different stuff around scopes, setting them up, mounts, and I suppose one thing to take from it is what someone asks him the question. What scope should I get? Well, there is no answer to that question.
Yeah.
There's no answer to that.
And your eye is going to favour one scope over another scope.
One practice one is going to be different than the other one. Exactly what you're firing on, what rounds, how many, what distance, what do you want out of it?
Yeah, and even what you want to see when you look through that scope. In other words, do you want a singular crosshair? Do you want the holdovers on it? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all these things will play in first focal plane or second focal plane.
Yeah.
What kind of distance are you going to be pushing? All them type of things. So I think we've said it before. Get the glass in your hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether there's you go down to Wild Hunter or to Lakeland or to get just over to Mick in Centre Gold. Or any of the big retailers that have a couple of different scopes, and you'll get very quickly which one. Yeah, it's like when we're using thermal. My eye favours the black and the white. The red, and the yellow kind of. Because whatever obviously the glass it just doesn't suit. I think 100%. You favour the red. I think the last time.
Well, I actually favour the black. The way you can have white hot or black hot.
You favour the black hot. That's what it was.
I prefer the black hot. It just shows the clarity is there for me, and it's night and day. It's not like is it between us? You're flicking through them. You've got the purple, you have the red, you have the white hot, and then it goes to black. And when I go into black, it's just boom,
straight away.
Shit, and that is unreal.
I can't see the black and the grey is kind of melted. So obviously, whatever I'm, my eye is not just fitting for that. Yeah, and it's the same with the glass. You'll get one that just you're going to favour over another.
Another, yeah, absolutely, yeah, 100%, yeah.
People actually, a lad asked me only last night, what do you think of this scope? And I said, lad, get it in your hand. Because it doesn't matter what I think.
Yeah, definitely.
That was not a fucking, it's not a...
No.
But most of them have good warranties. There's things you're looking for. It's good warranty, good glass.
Good support, I think, is a big thing too.
Yeah, exactly. If you run into issues or setting your scope up or whatever, that's so all them things play into... But most of the big names now, the Element, the GPO, the Vortex, they have all of them as a kind of a, their baseline.
Yeah, absolutely.
So after that, then it's about, your budget. Yeah, and your eye.
Yeah, exactly. And what type of hunting you're doing? I've heard it before. First focal plane, second focal plane. And I was there. Didn't mean that to me. What the fuck is that like? and there's nothing really to it, I suppose, to narrow it down. Second focal planes were actually around before first were, even though the name is
would suggest otherwise.
But second focal plane is basically when you're looking at your crosshairs on it, and you increase your magnification, your crosshairs, the object that you're looking at increases, or the magnification increases, but the crosshairs don't move with that. And then first focal plane to do, as you increase your magnification, your crosshairs increase and they draw in with it. And I think it's all got to do with the possession of the focal point. It's whether it's in front or it's either side of the objective lens. That's determines what that is. But look, with the German Precision Optics, there's a massive range like that. There's scopes. They do scopes that are big money, depending on what you want. Yeah. But I think for any lad that's doing deer hunting, and again, you can't pigeonhole it. It's like what I said in the last comment. You can't say, no, this is perfect for that. It's what that person wants.
Yeah.
But what I would say is, if you're someone that's into deer hunting, you are thinking of updating your scope. Now, whether you have a Vortex scope or whether you have a Hawkeye scope, or if you're somewhere in between, have a look at it. Just you don't have to commit to it. Just pick it up in your hand, have a look at it, talk to someone about it and see what you think. But I absolutely love it. I have confidence in it straight away. The way it's sitting, the way it's positioned, when I have it up on my cheek, there's no black spots whatsoever. It just fits lovely. On the magnification on it, and Rob commented on this as well, and a few people commented on it, it's lovely. They have a little built in, like a little, all in the world, like a little bolt sticking up over it that you can just catch it with your thumb, and it's just real smooth. You're not it's you can really easily and quickly find it, because the way sometimes you're trying to focus on some scopes.
Yeah, you're going to try to look for where the red dot is zero. Exactly.
And sometimes there's not much of a difference between the focus for the crosshair and the magnification. And then you grab the wrong one. Whereas this one is, you'll see it quite clearly, like the way it works. Yeah,
good.
But, look at their as I say, I think that one retails just under €700. I think thereabouts, but I can find it on here. But I would just suggest, get one in your hand. To do binoculars, to do spotting scopes, to do tons of other stuff. But like with any decision, have a look at a few.
Absolutely.
See what you think.
Look, it's a very good quality scope for a mid-priced budget range.
Yeah, exactly. There's cheaper ones available as well. Like, not GBO, I don't know if there's cheaper, but there's other scopes in the market for half that price. But again, if that does you, happy days. If it doesn't, have a look around,
And look, that's... You can push out a bit. You have your holdovers now with all the ballistics and stuff like that. So where you are at your different your different marks. So and like that, we're running two separate. Again, we said it before. We're running two separate, or two different rigs. So it'll give people hopefully an indication of and there'll be things. There's already things I like and love about my scope, and there's things I don't like.
I know what you mean.
Like that, it's like everything. You probably have to get to 2, 3 to find the one.
To find the one that you want. Yeah. Now, I'm lucky. I have this one as a demo. I'll be testing it out over the next month to 6 weeks, and if I decide then that I want to go for a dialable one, I'm going to try out a dialable one. See how good my last one was. Obviously, the Element Helix was. So this is kind of new.
It's good. I was coming from the other side up, and then you were going the other way. So I think you have to do that, because, I wasn't ready for a dialable scope. Back a couple of years, because I had no fucking interest in it.
No,
and I had to have the time and the interest and so on. And I just wanted to be look, if I get it set for 150, and I can do my holdover, and I'd be I was happy with that. Now, wanted to maybe push a little bit of distance, want to trick around with a bit of long range, and learn the kind of, and I'm not going down the rabbit hole. I'm just going to stay nicely above the den and but hopefully learn enough that'll get me across the line. So and that's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
And I might very well fucking go back down. And Rob is listening in fucking horror here, because he spent the last fucking 6 years trying to get me up.
That's the gist. Sure. Look, it's trial and error. It's like Anton, isn't it? It is trial and error.
Absolutely. And look, it's a every day's a school day.
Yeah.
You're there's not one thing that I did not like about your scope, because I'm coming from a model underneath that one in terms of you've far more detail and far more. My Vortex didn't have the bells and whistles on it. It was very basic. So yeah, absolutely. There's not one thing I don't like about your scope.
Yeah.
And it's just a different setup at the minute.
Yeah.
But stay tuned. We'll keep you well posted.
Yeah, absolutely, 110%, man. Yeah.
Out of 10 so far, Bernie.
Yeah, I look at that. What could I really knock it on? I give it an 8.5, man. Yeah, realistically, I can't. I could probably stretch it even probably to a 9. There's not really much as such that I could, if I was to. One little thing I like. Do you know when you get the illuminated? Mine's the illuminated red dot. Like, you know the way you can get the illuminated crosshair or the partial illuminated. I kind of would love that.
Oh, yours doesn't do that.
No, it's just the center. The dot in the center is illuminated. I kind of love when the crosshairs are. I
have that on mine. And it's the one thing that I actually don't like. That's what I was saying.
No way.
Yeah, because it crowds the fucking scope.
Okay. Can you dim it though? You can dim it.
Yeah, mine is. The nice thing about it is like there's 1 off, 2 off, 3 off.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good idea. That is a good
nice
idea.
Little trick.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, it adds to the weight and all that. You know what I mean? All that but like that last night, I thought because on my old Vortex, like I used to remember up to 6 was my kind of before it starts to crowd the scope with red light.
Yeah.
And I remember I had it at 5.5, which was off.
Yes.
Flicked it on to 6 last night. And this fucking thing, it was like a Christmas tree in the scope.
Yeah, honestly.
My eye doesn't like this at all, but obviously it was up too high, and so I'll probably get used to that a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has all the
deadly.
That's
deadly the way you go from 1 to 0 to 0. That's a great idea.
It's a nice.
That's a fucking brilliant idea, man. Yeah.
Come
here. This is an off. It's not an off subject, but it's a different question, right? You've had your Bagara for a couple of weeks now. You've gotten out with it. You've shot a couple of foxes with it. You've done targets with it. No more than myself. I've got the Howa.
Yeah.
Shot fox, targets, the whole job lot. Know they're going fairly well at this stage. Going off, if neither of them guns were an option. Say if you just in the morning your gun was gone and neither of them guns were an option.
Neither of my wilderness.
You couldn't get the Bagara or I couldn't get the Howa. Is there any other gun that you're looking at and you go, I like that. That's nice.
Oh, look, sure. I had one in my hand last night.
It's true. Yeah,
it's the Mercedes Benz, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
There's nothing that you cannot like about that. Even
the Blazer R8 we're talking about here. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
nice.
I actually Stevie's brother got a brand new one and the boys were putting it through the chrono.
Oh, really?
The other night, yeah. And so I was the odd one out. I was the.
It's still a nice piece of kit.
There was 3 R8s around me, man. And I was in the background. So, but I was just looking over, and the red kind of, in behind the fins in the back of the stock, the little red, and the box, and it's just there's the bells and whistles to come with it. And so on.
A Blazer, would it?
Look, would I spend the money, man? I don't know. Is the answer?
Yeah, there's such a Blazer are one of those things. It's like you can add like a base level one might be. I'm just saying for argument's sake, you probably get one for 5.
Yeah,
but then you can push it out. You could go to 10. Same rifle as such, but you add all the different bits and pieces and you customize it the way you want it. Like, it's big money.
Funny, I was talking to Stevie and I was saying like, geez, like, lovely, I was admiring his gun and so on. Mm-hmm. I said, I look at it, I said, look, I had a rifle and it never let me down. Like, so,
ever.
Yeah. So the R's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Now, is it? Oh, like there's loads of lovely things. Do you know what I mean? Like his own, no one robs with the scope. I don't know where it's the same with Stevie's, but
straight pull.
Yeah, and then the minute it's cocked, the rec comes on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's deadly. I just love the straight pull, man. I absolutely love it. I think it's that. I had a look at before I got to Howa. I had a look at the Benelli do one. It's a straight pull action. Liked it. Liked the action of it. Had heard mixed reports about it now, to be honest with you. Some of them weren't great, so I didn't look at that. But did you ever just fall in love? Like, you just look at a particular rifle and you go, man, that is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And you look, and there's nothing overly. There's nothing like, what would you say? There's nothing overly special about it, but you're just like, man.
It oozes class, I think. There's, that
Yeah.
little, the thing at the back, that you just barely see that little bit of red going.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about a blazer.
Oh, you're not, sorry.
No, I was down when I was getting the boost the other day, and I picked it up, and it was a Browning, and I don't know that I didn't show it to you before, no?
No.
Oh man, it's down in Lakeland Shooting Centre, but it's in a 6.5 as well, but it's camo stock on it, and it has like a bronze barrel on it. Now there's nothing like fantastically overly special about it, but I fell in love with it. I looked at
class.
it.
Yeah.
It just felt lovely. I looked at it going back a couple of months ago when I was looking around at different calibers and stuff, and I think McKeever was with me, and he'll tell you it was the first gun I went to. I just went, Jesus, that's nice. Like, what is this? And I was like, oh, it's a Browning. And then I looked at loads of others, and my head was muzzled. And then I went and looked at the Howa, and I was just like, I just loved it because it was so light, everything just gelled for me and stuff like that. But I still have a soft spot for that Browning. Man.
Yeah.
I still have a soft spot for that Browning.
Yeah, look, I don't know. I'm at the minute I'm like a child at Christmas, so I probably can't even process, what I would where I would go,
Yeah.
Like similar here. So like the when I was down with David and Gowan and Bradshaw, like I had any rifle I wanted to put in my hand, and it was just like, I think it's similar to the glass we're talking about there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you put something in your hand, and for some reason, it feels right. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%.
And I had the one with the fluted barrel, and I put, I didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I could, if somebody asked me why you didn't like it, I just don't fucking know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's mad. It is.
And it could be, I don't know, an ounce, either way.
Yeah, it could be the
stock and the
feel
nose
of the stock. It could be, it could be the feel of the trigger. It could be the action. It could be the look of it. The look, like as I said on a previous shot, we're men. We like shiny stuff.
Yeah.
It has to. Your initial reaction is what you're drawn to. It is not the statistic. It's the what you're looking at. It's the look.
Absolutely. I concur, man.
Yeah,
I concur.
Yeah.
So,
but I just thought
that
was an interesting question to ask you. Now, I just said, what is there any other one that
is? And if anyone else out there, what would be the dream rifle? I think.
Yeah, exactly. Dream everything, dream everything. What's your dream caliber, dream rifle, dream style, stock type, everything? Yeah,
there is. I suppose at the top of the pile in terms of obviously the money stakes and probably just the sleeker rifles. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They don't do anything out of the ordinary, but they do everything kind of really, really well.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's kind of like all the little details are there.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The things that you'd say on their own, that wouldn't really make a difference. But add it with the straight bulb with the automatic illuminated red, and then do you know what I'm saying? It's all
bring it all
little,
together. Yeah. That's big. Like I see a lot of lads doing that now, kind of building their own rifle.
Yeah,
they'll buy an action, and they'll buy, and then they'll put their different stock and they'll customize it. They'll make them. That is a big thing. Like, there's lads using that are hunting using MDT chassis, like which would be like a real kind of like a PRS type chassis, but lads, there's lightweight ones, and that's what they're using. Wouldn't
be my thing now, but look at that's exactly what we're saying.
Yeah, each to their own. Everyone's different, isn't it?
They obviously put that in their hand and say that's the one for them. And I think that's more power.
Boring old world if we were all the same, I suppose, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, man.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Man, I'm going to bed.
I'm going to bed as well, man. I have to put this up yet.
4 more hours.
4 more hours, lad. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I'll probably it'll be the early hours of the morning now when I get up and get on my way. Have a bit of a travel. Oh, I'll be honest. Excuse me. Sorry. I've a bit of a drive to do, so I'll be getting up early on the road early and out for first light.
Guys, if you are out there, if you're hunting tomorrow, be safe.
Yeah,
shoot
first
straight.
And foremost.
And if you don't shoot, don't panic.
Yeah, exactly. That's the big thing. Be careful. Don't take any risky shots. One wrong shot will ruin not only maybe somebody else's young career, but could ruin yours for the rest of your day. So it's not worth it. If it's not right, don't take it. We have 6 months of shooting ahead of you, so don't panic.
I've often passed up something and something else come around the corner.
Often, 100%.
For the right reason.
Yeah,
and you won't be you won't be repaid in bad luck.
No.
It'll come back to you,
And there's nothing worse, and we've all, but like, let's call a spade. So we don't come on here in the Honda, we're two professionals. We've often taken shots, not often, there has been times in the past we've taken a shot and you're worried about where it went.
Yeah.
You know, you're confident that it was okay, but there's a small part in it, and that is not a nice thing to have on your
No, especially we've been in Paris land where we're not, you know, you're not used to shooting in them areas, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, you go out here behind you or behind me or up to our kind of shooting spots. You kind of could close your eyes and tell you know, there's a bank to the left. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you're in them areas that you're, you know, you haven't been maybe for the bones of a year now. Do you know what I'm saying? And even at that, then you don't go up there that often. Do you know?
Yeah, no,
there's always
100%.
that thing where you know, just be careful, be sure, be careful, and all that kind of thing. You know,
take your time and fucking enjoy it. Get in contact with us. We're on Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, email, the whole YouTube, the whole lot. We want to know your shooting stories. We want to know how you just get on. Best of luck. Be safe and enjoy every fucking minute of it.
And spread the word, lads. Keep liking, following, sharing us.
Yeah.
I know the shooting and hunting pages don't get a huge amount of traction because of the community we're in, but we only get the word gets out by you know, inviting your friends to, you know, like and share. We're on YouTube. We have some nice videos up there.
Yeah.
Some details. We're going to have more up there in the next couple of days.
Absolutely.
I think we're on TikTok as well, are we?
We are on TikTok. Well, we kind of are. Yeah, we're on it, but we haven't really posted a whole pile on it. But
we're on it. But
it's another thing. It's on the to-do list.
Yeah.
So,
I ain't do no fucking dancing, Brenny.
No, definitely. Fuck, imagine us pair of fucking eagles.
Dancing bear.
Definitely. The bear in the big blue house, man. Holy Jesus. But look, if you can get on and if you can give us a review on iTunes and Spotify and stuff, it just grows and it just allows other people to see it, and it just spreads it. And the more it spreads, the more we do, the more we can bring to you, the more we can, I suppose, drive it on, as the fella says. You know?
And we've huge plans. We've loads of stuff coming up, so really exciting stuff. So thanks a million, guys.
Thanks a million.
For tuning in.
Over and out until next week.
Out.
Take it easy.